Good morning everyone. I'm opening the vlog right here right now because I'm wearing makeup and I haven't done that in about, well, not proper makeup anyway, I haven't done that in about, I want to say Christmas Day. It's pretty much February and we have been 3 weeks in the new house. This is the new office space. But yeah, I thought I'd just pick up the camera and do like a what's going on like weekly vlog because it's been a while. It'll be the first one of the year. Obviously a lot has happened. I've moved house. We are 5 weeks until we launch the She Brief members site. I don't know if I've actually spoken about the She Brief on here before. I've done a lot of chatting about it over on Instagram because it is on Instagram, but yeah, I need to introduce you guys to my new project, my new launch, my new baby. So yeah, that's another thing we need to talk about. We are also in the middle of a lockdown here in the UK. For any new viewers, hi, I'm in London. It's our 3rd lockdown. Everyone's saying it's the hardest yet, and honestly I haven't had a sense of really like taking it in, if I'm honest, because I'm just, my day-to-day is so busy with my new launch and the way my business is going at the moment that I've just really not had a chance to think about it. So much going on and yet there's so little going on at the same time. It's such a weird feeling. Pick up the camera. I'm going to basically immerse you into what's going on in my life right now. I'm just about to jump on a Zoom call with one of my designers who is designing a deck for me for one of my experts for the She Brief. I need to kind of tell you what the She Brief actually is before I go into that. But yeah, the day is just a lot of meetings and my assistant is being trained at the moment. She's been with me 2 months. There was a bit of a break over Christmas, but really happy so far. So excited to introduce you guys to her. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you in a bit. Just gonna jump on this call. Hi guys. I said I was gonna pick up the camera during the day, but honestly 12 hours have just flown by. It's 9 p.m. now. Took my blouse off after my first set of calls. Strictly sweats after Zoom calls because it's really weird, like normal clothes just feel fussy now. But yeah, the day like really flew past. I just finished my last Zoom call with someone in Utah. I'm speaking to like a marketing woman who I'm hoping will help me just kind of give my brand the once over before we head into the launch period, just to make sure everything's tightened up and there's no holes, I haven't missed anything. But then we just got talking about so much more things I have considered but like don't want to do, like webinars and stuff, and now I just realized how integral they are to a launch. But anyway, I'm gonna be off track. There's been a lot going on today and my mind's a bit like, whew. I'm just about to cook dinner. I'm having a bean and sausage casserole. I'm really into these like stewy dishes at the moment. I think I'm gonna make like a chicken and black bean stew on the weekend as well. So the She Brief. What is the She Brief? I am launching a female founders membership society in the next few months. It's something I wanted to do for the longest time, and I thought about it in 2019 when I was getting more and more of my followers coming to me asking for like all types of advice in and around the like feeling of empowerment. So whether that's like being an empowered woman, being an empowered woman in business, with money, in the workplace. And I just started to kind of see a trend like emerging from what you guys want from me as a content creator. And I was like, I need to do something with this. Like I have had the craziest last 10 years in terms of my career. I've done everything you can imagine, every job that you can imagine, and I've hated them all, but it's ended up in a place where I can finally work for myself. I pay myself what I want. I choose my hours when I'm not launching a business, and life is pretty damn good, you know? And I thought, how can I teach other women to do this? Lo and behold, 2020 came along, the pandemic hit, we're all in lockdown, travel's been taken away from us, community workspaces are just a thing of the past. We're all on Zoom now, and I thought, well, if there wasn't a better time than a time when loneliness is at its highest amongst women like working for themselves, women running their own business, now is the time. The idea of launching a membership where I could teach people everything I know and bring on experts to teach them other things, like who are like experts in their fields of money, experts in the fields of marketing, personal branding, social media, and add that community element that I feel everyone has missed so much in 2020. Like honestly guys, being an entrepreneur, being an influencer, I've worked from home for the last 5 years of my life, so working alone, I'm no stranger to it. But as my profit margins have done this and I'm getting more work and I'm earning a higher salary, my mental health has been doing this. I want to remedy this, and I felt like creating an online female membership for entrepreneurs and naming it the She Brief. This is the answer. I've created a community, I've created a space of empowerment and learning, and I'm launching it in the next few months. So yeah, if you guys are interested in knowing more, by the way, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Go over, leave your details, and I will let you know when we launch. You can be first to sign up if it's something that you feel you would love to be a part of. There are limited seats in 2 of the tiers. There's going to be 4 tiers, so hopefully an access point for everyone. But yeah, this is my exciting project that I've been working on, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I can't wait to give a home to a place where I can just pour all my passion and my knowledge and everything I've learned over the last few years as an entrepreneur into this one place and share it with you. It's gonna be amazing. Breakfast is served. Sausage and beans and poached egg. Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna head out in a second. It's a miserable day today, but I've had my best friend's birthday present for, well, since November. So I'm gonna go and drop it off at her house today, to leave on the doorstep, and then come back and start my goal setting workshop for tomorrow. I've actually managed to get my sleeping pattern quite good quite quickly in this new house. Sleep's always been a little bit of an issue for me. I always find that it can be quite elusive, and I'm quite precious about my surroundings when I sleep. Like if something's out of whack, then I do struggle and it can knock me out of sync. And I've spoken about it quite a few times. I've got a YouTube video on sleep hacks as well, but there's something I've been using since mid-November now religiously, which I think has really helped with my stress levels and kind of winding down at night. They approached me for a partnership because I'd been mentioning them on social media. So I'm very proud to say that CB2 is actually sponsoring this video, which I think is so appropriate because there's so much going on in the world right now, and it's really important that I'm getting a good night's sleep. I've got the strongest strength. They've got 2 strengths, but I use the 500mg one because I just like as much as possible. I'm actually so glad that I started using this back in November when I was recovering from COVID. At the time, I wasn't struggling to sleep when I had COVID. Like I was so exhausted every night. My head was touching the pillow and I was like out like a light. I was having those 10-hour sleeps. It was lovely. The reason I actually started taking the CBD oil then religiously is because it does take some time to like build up a better effect in your system, and I wanted like a sort of adrenal stress sort of support. Recovering from COVID was difficult because there's so many things going on. It primarily affects the nervous system as well, and you're just shot of energy and you just feel really frazzled. The smallest thing takes so much of you that I just wanted to start taking this to kind of help my sort of parasympathetic nervous system kind of regulate itself. Anything that's going to help me deal with stress was a given, but I wanted to keep it really natural. Before that, I was relying on sleeping pills, and they would like leave me feeling really groggy, or like those little like hopsy herbal remedies, which I always found when I took them at night to kind of chill out and like make sure I got a good night's sleep, I would wake just with a little bit of a brain fog. CBD oil doesn't give you that brain fog. It's just so natural and nice, and it doesn't leave a lasting effect. Back to my point of sleep, Nate's actually struggled a lot to settle his new sleep routine in this house. We're in a different room, there's no curtains, so it's really bright street lights every night, and normally I would be super affected too, especially because Juno's barking in the early morning as well, so you have to always go down and let her out for a wee. It can feel a bit disrupted. So I'm really glad that I started this back in November, because now I feel like I've got a really nice support system in place where I take my CBD drops like under my tongue before bed, and it's built up in my system. So now it's ensuring a bit more of a smooth transition into this new setup that we've got here. So I've actually tried tons of CBD products. Like I've been testing these out for a good 2 years now. The reason I like this one the best is it's actually quite a nice, strong, healthy dose. You don't need to start at 500, you can start at 200, but I went straight in at 500. It was perfect for me. It's very natural tasting, and at first you might feel like you have a problem with that, but I quickly adapted to its quite unique taste, and I actually like the fact that it's not got any artificial flavors in it, because I have tried coffee ones, I've tried mint ones, I just didn't like them as much. I'm the type of person that likes to taste exactly what I'm putting inside my body, so I actually appreciate, and I've come to quite like the natural hempy taste of this one. I don't just use it at night either. Like if I have had a particularly frazzling day, like I'll just pop a few drops under my tongue just to kind of give me a little bit of support for my workload for the rest of the day as well, which is nice. I use it no more than 2 times a day though. It's vegan, it contains natural plant fibers, the CBD is derived from the hemp plant, so you will taste that hempy taste when you use it, but it doesn't have any psychoactive effects. You can actually get these really cute starter kits as well, so if you're not sure if you want the 500 or the 200, or you don't know if you're going to get along with the taste, it's really worth just buying one of those because they're so small and they're very affordable, and you can make sure you're trying before you're investing. So I use a full pipette. As you can see, it is green in colour, and it just goes under my tongue like this. The brand is linked down below. I'll link the starter kits as well, just so you guys can see what they're about and like maybe give them a go if you fancy it. But I'll also link the one I use as well that's shown here. I am just working here on a little goal setting workshop. I actually don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow now because I've not done any like promo on Instagram, so like 2 people will probably show up. But yeah, I've never done this type of thing before. I've only ever done like lives when I pair with another influencer and we talk about something topical. I've never actually done a workshop, but I figured I should get a jump on it because I'm about to launch a brand that offers workshops and masterclasses to my following all the time. So it's a little bit of a, I guess, a practice run for me. I'm just gonna bash out this workshop now. Hopefully it won't take me more than an hour and then I can just like chill for the rest of the day. Good morning. Sunday. I had a really good sleep last night, even though it wasn't even 8 hours. It was enough, which is really nice. I like had my pillow between my legs, my pillow at my front, my pillow on my head, and a pillow at my back. So I was like, it was a beautiful situation. I've come down to make a celery juice. Blech. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna do Pilates, and then we're going for a walk because what else can you do on a Sunday in lockdown? Morning, Juno. You were a very good girl because you waited for me to come down at 7 to put you out, didn't you? Just cycled down to a little green space near us. Nate's putting the bikes on the rack. This is your favourite time of week, isn't it? You can't wait to get started. Come on then. I'm afraid this is what happens after a fun walk when you go in all the puddles. Spa time. Come on, sweetie. Good girl. Special towel for a special puppy. Good morning. It's Monday and the bed is being left unmade today because the cleaner is coming round. I've made a little bit of an effort to get dressed today. I've got jeans on. Yes, they are very stretchy. My little Birkenstocks, which are a little bit more formal than a house slipper. And then this cardigan, which I've had for absolutely ages from And Other Stories. They still sell it. I'll link it below, but I love it. It's so warm. It's so soft and cozy. I'm feeling like quite rested from the weekend. I woke up today with a bit of spring in my step. I've got quite a busy morning. We've got people coming around to fit blinds. Well, not fit blinds, sorry, taking measurements for them. So we're getting a couple of quotes for that. We've decided to go for like a mix of like well-known brands like Hillary's and then some local independent people who have been recommended on the local Facebook thread, which is my favorite thing ever. You get so much gossip on there and so many handy little leads and contacts. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk with Nate because these days I rarely get to do that in the morning because I'm usually jumping on calls. Just gotten off the phone with my accountant. I'm moving my accounting software over to QuickBooks and it's just so much more complicated than the stuff I was using. But now that I've got 2 businesses and I'm scaling a little bit, the old one just doesn't give me enough. It's just a little bit simplistic. So it wasn't the most enjoyable call, but got everything I needed to know. I'm now just having some lunch. I made myself a tuna mayo bean salad with a poached egg on top. It's got some avocado in there. I've got my goal setting workshop this evening at 6, so I've got about 5 hours until that now, and I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna crack on. I have just come off my IG live. I'm just watching it back. It went really well. I'm so pleased with how it went. Like I guess I was a little bit nervous. I was literally waving my hair 2 minutes before I went on the live. Like, that will never change about me. No matter how successful I get, I will never stop being that person. But yeah, I've actually just saved it to the She Brief Instagram so people can revisit it if they want. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. What is it, like 8:30 now? Yeah, I had a pretty successful day. Just setting up my desk space for tomorrow. I feel very professional now. I've got a printer. Trusty to-do lists ready to go. Just charged up my headphones for my calls tomorrow. Got my CB2 on the side just in case. This is the little sample I was telling you about, guys. How effing cute is that? Got my cute little bonnet on, my silk bonnet. I've been trying to make this a habit to wear the silk bonnet to bed. It's supposed to like really improve the quality of your hair, like because it redistributes the oils that comes out of your scalp through the hair shaft, making your hair like much softer and silkier. I mean, it doesn't look that bad and it's not a pain sleeping at all. I actually don't notice it, which is surprising for me because I get really uncomfortable if like my sleep isn't perfect. I found that it's really nice if I like leave my hair natural, dry, and then I go to bed with this on. Like it makes the waves like less frizzy. I did wave my hair this evening for the IGTV, so I'm just gonna wear this tonight and see what happens. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to bed now. It's just gone midnight. Here to take my CB2. One more for luck. Good morning. Good morning. I've got 2 people working today with me. Lily, my assistant, she works 2 days a week at the least, and then I like add on days from there if I need it. And then Emily, who is, it's really hard to understand or define what Emily does, because I brought her onto the She Brief back in October when it was still just like a bunch of ideas in my head, and she really helped me like get them onto paper. She is one of my best friends. We've known each other since university. Her background is like PR, mainly in beauty and lifestyle sectors, so it's not like too relevant to what the She Brief is, but she's really good at like processes, and she knows Google Drive and Excel and all of that, and those are programs and software that I had absolutely no experience with. So I kind of needed her to come on and like teach me how to use all those softwares. Back in October when we first started working together, they were just ideas, and I was writing things on a million different pieces of paper because that's my process, and she really helped like put trackers in place and strategies and all of that sort of thing, just to kind of like shape it up a little bit. So she's been so helpful. She's really good at like outreach as well, because she's had to deal with influencers and journalists her whole career, so I put her in charge of like dealing with the experts. After a few like email exchanges that I did, like outreaching, she would just take the email template, and now she's just reaching out to herself. She's organising calls, and we're doing virtual calls with them like every week, trying to just kind of suss out who's going to be our future experts for the She Brief. So yeah, those are the two girls that are working with me mainly. Obviously we're remote at the moment, so everything has to be online, and that's been the beauty of setting all this up and having it all online before a third lockdown, because it means that we are just all really in touch and accountable, and everyone can see everything that everyone's doing via the Drive. So yeah, and then I've got two graphic designers kind of working with me. A lovely girl called Kristen, who is actually one of the girls I did interview for the assistant position, but she was like quite strong at design, and Lily was more sort of, I don't know, a better fit like in terms of all round. Lily didn't have as much experience as Kristen, but that's kind of what I wanted in the end. So Lily's very green, but it means I can invest time in her and shape her to be how I want within the business, whereas Kristen had quite a bit of experience already, but I've ended up using her so much on lots of the graphic design stuff. And then there's Nate, who's not really hired but he does help me a lot with the She Brief, and he is responsible for the look and feel of the She Brief. Like, he's designed the whole concept and like just how it looks really in the logo, so he's helped me so much with that. I've got a few other hires that are coming up. My social media ads person, I need a CRM person, someone who's going to deal with all the email marketing and funnels and all the back end of the website, and then I've got the marketing launch specialist who I'm going to be working with as well to hard launch in April. I'm having to keep those jobs coming in from Stylelobster to fund all of this. I just paid like my first full like wages to Emily and Lily last month, and I was like shocked at how much money went out. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't say the same. Like, they only did like 3 days each with me a week, but it was a hefty chunk of change, you know, and it made me realise I need to keep pulling in those Stylelobster jobs as much as I want to just kind of park that side of my life. It is what is funding this new business. Just having a coffee in bed. I might read a bit or maybe look at the news. I never do that anymore. Hey guys, it's 11 o'clock at night and I've just got off my last call. I don't even know what to say about today. I've had 6 calls where I've just been pitching my idea to experts to try and get them on the She Brief to be our experts, and then I finished the night with a 3-hour web development call. Yeah, that pretty much summarises today. I'm about to wash my face, get into bed. I am on Juno duty for the next 3 nights, which means I'm up at the crack of dawn to put her out for the loo. I'm going to take some of that now so I can get a little jump start on the relax vibe. Wow. Wow. Hi guys. Oh my god, I thought that plant was part of my hair then. This morning, it's just about 10 o'clock actually, so I need to tidy myself up. I've got a call at 11 and then we are filming the first Big Apple masterclass for the She Brief opening month with my life coach Louise, who's in Ibiza, so it's going to be like a virtual filming. I mean, even if she was in the UK, we'd still have to do it virtually. I'm a little bit nervous if I'm honest, because we did a run through last week and it was a bit but she hadn't had that much time with the deck, so I'm hoping now it's going to be a lot smoother and we'll have no tech glitches as well. The internet's been being a bastard also. I'm just going to jump in the shower and make myself look gorgeous, because obviously I'm going to make a good impression on my new members that come in less than 4 weeks time to watch Louise's epic success mindset workshop. It's so good. She's been amazing. Like, she's basically managed to cram about 5 weeks of what I worked on with her, with my life coaching, into one masterclass with a Q&A and a workbook. So I'm really hoping everyone loves it. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool way to like dial down into your fears and blocks that you're having, whether that's in life or business, because the two are so intrinsically linked, I find, especially when you work for yourself. When Louise gets into her flow, she's just incredible. The way she just kind of has a sense of digging out what it is you're like maybe not quite reaching. She's awesome. Morning! Friday, finally! Such a beautiful day today, honestly. Blue bird skies everywhere. I'm kicking off my day with a little Pilates. I've got a guest here with me. I have the Fly London subscription, which is a studio in Shoreditch, which I used to go to. They've gone online, which is amazing, so now I can access all my favourite Pilates, yoga and low intensity classes. Basically all I need for exercise through lockdown. I'm not doing anything else, no cardio, nothing. Just keep my alignment, keep my core strength, that's my focus. So love these classes. These guys are great. I would really recommend them. Somebody is helping me with my makeup today, aren't you, Juno? This is, do you want your CC cream on? She loves seeing all the products that I use. She's so interested. I think it's the smells. Look, for example, Juno, what's this? You want to smell that? That's powder. You like the brushes, don't you? Yes, you do. You think they're toys. Yes, you do. You think they're toys. You like that? Do you like the smell of that one? Oop. I'm not actually sure where today went, to be honest. We took Juno to the vet though. Bless her. She's got what it's called now, but it's a super common, like, sort of breed condition for pugs. Juno's half a pug. It's where her kneecap dislocates occasionally. It can be mild and be fine for life, or it can get worse and she'll need surgery. So we've got to keep an eye on it, bless her. It's 10 o'clock and I'm shattered, so I'm going to bed early. Probably end the vlog here, actually. I guess that's pretty much a week of what my life is like at the moment. Spend my time in the new house in these 4 walls, but I'm not mad about it because I'm so proud and happy to be a homeowner and I love this place. Got my 2 best pals, Juno and Nate, with me. And yeah, as you can see, my head is just fully in the launch of the She Brief, which is 3 weeks as of Monday. If you're wondering what I'm going to be up to in the next 3 weeks, it's pretty much everything you've seen today, but 10 times more crazy as we get closer to launch date. So I hope to be doing a little video on here actually to explain more about what the She Brief is. I know I gave you the rundown earlier on in the video, but I will sit down and give you the proper rundown, and hopefully I will see some of you guys over there. I will leave the link in the bio to the wait list and stuff, so you can check it out. Make sure you sign up, leave your details so you know what's going on when we launch officially in 3 weeks, and I will see you back here on my channel really soon. Juno, what's that? It is snow.